Hello witches and warlocks, and welcome back to my channel. So nice to see you again. So we have another unboxing for you today. This is a bit of a strange one because I've already done this unboxing and something went wrong with the audio when I tried to upload. So I've had to do it again, which means I have opened this box and know what's in it and done the whole video, and now I have to do it again for you guys because it didn't do any audio. So I've had a few tests. I think it was just like a one-off. I don't know what happened, but hopefully this time it will happen. So I do apologize that this will be as much of a reaction as I can give you, close to what I had, but obviously I know what's in it already. Right, so it comes in this little baggie like this, so it's completely and utterly able to be in the broom closet, so no one will know what it is. It's got my address on it, so I'm not going to show you that. I have taken out some of the paper already. It came with black and pink paper, so it was a bit of a black and pink theme. So I'm going to open this up for you. This is really weird because it's strange that I actually know what's in this. So it's like this. It's called the Witchbox. Now this was originally the one I wanted to get, and accidentally got the white Witchbox, which, as we know from, if you've seen my videos, if you haven't, then go and have a look, was not that good. So this was the one I wanted, originally saw, completely got myself mixed up. So I got it this time, and it comes with a little pamphlet, just like Witch Casket. Now, this isn't too bad, actually. They've actually done a great effort on this. Inside does give you spoilers, so I'm not going to go into that just yet, because you don't know what's in it. It's the March box, so it's just like that. On the back, they've got their information about the box. So it's got your little Instagram and Facebook and their website on the bottom there. So it says, welcome to your March Witch Box. This month we have themed the box around spring rituals. Please note our boxes are suitable for vegans and we use recyclable and eco-friendly packaging wherever possible. Okay, so we won't look at that just yet. We're going to open up the little black paper. It was all wrapped very neatly, and obviously I took the paper off. So it looks something like this. There's nothing on the inside of the box, by the way. It's just a plain box, but it comes like this. It was very neat and tidy, I must admit, and everything was wrapped up individually. So the first thing on the top here is spell kits. So it's a breaking the ties that bind spell kit. So if you happen to be be in love with the wrong person, or there's a friend who's toxic, it might help you out. So that's the little symbols on the back. That's a little sticker. Everything's labelled with their logo or their sticker. Got a little sheet of paper there to tell you what's in the spell and how you do the spell. Inside we've got an incense stick, which I can't remember what it was actually. I think it does tell you what it is. We got a piece of string. Now, when I first saw this, guys, I didn't actually know what it was. It was so confusing. I was like, what on earth is that? It's actually a candle. I know, right? That's a candle. The most skinniest candle I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, it's so strange. But then when I smelt it, it smelt quite strange, and I thought, well, maybe it's the incense that it's picked up the scent, but it's very durable. So, which means like it bends and goes back together again. So I had a little look to see what it was because I didn't have a clue. So I'll tell you what was in here. So it's breaking the ties that bind. Contents. Black beeswax candle. Black cord. Sage incense. So it's sage incense. Okay. Now, guys. If we think back to about 2 seconds ago when I read the front of the booklet, shall we? Where it says, welcome to your March Witchbox. This month's been themed around spring rituals. Please note our boxes are suitable for vegans. With a beeswax candle, guys. I mean, it could be a complete mistake and they haven't thought about it, or it could be that they honestly think that beeswax doesn't fall under the non-vegan category. But yeah, beeswax candle. If I was a vegan and I saw a video that said this, or I saw something that said this was vegan friendly, I would get it. And then I would be really annoyed that I open up the first thing and it's got a beeswax candle in it. Would be very disappointed. I'm not bothered because I'm not vegan, but I have friends on here that are and would have potentially bought this box if it said vegan friendly, because it's a UK based box, guys. So it's not American. I don't do American boxes. So this is a UK based box. It was very late. They advertised that it was being sent on the 16th. It didn't get sent on the 16th because it was a UK-based box, which means if it was sent by Royal Mail, which it was, it would have maximum taken 3 days. When it came, I realised it was second-class post, which means it possibly could have taken 4. Okay, now it should have been here on the Saturday, last Saturday. It wasn't. It didn't come until like 2 days ago. So it was quite late. It was late and I was expecting it. I was about to call them and like message them and say like, where is it? Has it been sent out? Like, I'm getting concerned now. It's like we're up to 5 days, and then just as I was about to message them, an email came up to say your box is being sent out today. It should be with you in the next 3 days, and then it was. But yeah, so I was a bit disappointed with that first of all. But I'd be even more disappointed if I got the box thinking it was vegan and it's not. We got a little card here, and it says Witchbox on the back. So it must be them that does it. It says Blessed Ostara. Now this is the other thing that got me with this box, guys, is that they call it Spring Rituals. Why not just call it Ostara? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know whether that's me being fussy, but it's blatantly a Ostara box as we go through. But they don't call it Ostara. So the next thing we got in the box was this little baggie, which broke the baggie first. The baggie broke as soon as I took it out, and it's got this inside. And it's a charm. I don't know if you can see that properly, but it's got a hare with an egg, or a rabbit and an egg, and then it's got a pentacle, and it's not like your normal rope, well, string. It's waxed, so I don't know if it's just normal wax or beeswax. I don't know. And then it's got this little thingy. Now, even with the longest one, I'll put it on the most far away. That's the most distance it will go. Now, I've got a 17.5-inch neck. That is going to be like a choker on me. That is not going to be good at all. I mean, it's not entirely girly, but it just feels very cheaply made. like, it feels like something you get out of one of those machines, you know, where you put your money in and turn the thing and then it comes out in a ball for a kid. This box is £28. Now, this is one of my pet hates about boxes, and this isn't the first box that's ever done it. My pet hate about these boxes is that if you're going to make a box, I would rather that they use the money that because this is meant to be about £45 in value, and you pay like £28 for it, but it's meant to be like £48, meant to be like £45 worth of product in here. Now, if you're going to put something like that in your box, or you want to put a necklace in or something, then go full out. Like, go with a bigger, like, better necklace or a bracelet or, you know, something. Don't put some tacky item in just to fill the box, because I'd rather quality rather than quantity. It's just makes me feel like not good about paying for a box when I'm going to get something you would find in a plastic ball in a gumball machine. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just not on, guys. Right, the next thing was this. This came all wrapped up as well in the pink paper. But this is some soap, and it's natural soap. Like, so it's homemade soap. I couldn't get a smell from it, but obviously it will say what the smell is and what, you know, the fragrance is in the thing. So we've got a little piece of soap, which isn't too bad. I don't mind the soaps. I got some soaps with Cures and Curses, and I've quite enjoyed them. They do go pretty quick. Then we have incense. It's a standard stapled thing we have, and it's by Stanford. And it is Scribe Ritual, and it's Nag Champa, which is a standard one. I tend to get a lot of Nag Champa. I've got so much of it. So I think there's about 15 sticks in here. Yeah, I think it said 15. So there's about 15 sticks in here. So standard incense. Then we got our crystal. Came in a little baggie. And it's this one. It's red with polka dots. And I honestly, guys, can't remember what the name of this was. Because it's been about 2 days and I completely forgotten the name already. So yeah, that's our crystal of the month. Then, wrapped in bubble wrap, it came in this, guys. So wrapped in bubble wrap was this oil, and it has been stinking my room out for 2 days, or a day and a half, or whatever it was. Can't remember when I did this last. It's been a day and a bit. But it's Mei Chang essential oil. So now I got this oil all over me when it came out, and it concerned me a little bit because I didn't know what it was. I didn't know. I've never heard of the stuff, and I didn't know if it was like, are you allowed to get it on your skin? Are you not? So I washed my hands pretty much straight away, and then had to Google the actual thing. So I Googled it, and it turns out it's totally fine. It's not toxic or anything. In fact, they use they call it pepperberry in where it comes from, and people actually eat these berries. So it could technically be consumed, but you wouldn't want to consume this because it's got oils in it, like essential oils. But it smells. This plant's very well known for having nothing to do with citrus, but it smells so lemony. It smells literally like a Dettol wipe. Like, I don't know if you have them in America, but we get like these packs of individual wipes, like baby wipes, but they're Dettol and you can wipe your surfaces with them. And it's so like chemically lemony, it's just beyond. It literally has been giving me a headache because it's so powerful. But it has nothing to do with citrus at all, this plant, nothing at all. And it very much smells really strong of lemon. Okay, so the next thing in here was these eggs, these little eggs, little chocolate eggs, 3 of them, and it came with this little piece of paper, so I'm going to read for you now. So it says, chocolate flavoured eggs ingredients are sugar, palm kernel oil, dried whey, milk, fat reduced cocoa powder, soya, and I can't pronounce the rest, and vanilla flavourings. Now guys, 2 things wrong with this. One, it's got milk in it. And as we remember guys, this is a vegan friendly box. Really guys? Do you not know that milk is totally not vegan friendly? Like seriously. And on top of that guys, that it also says on here, for allergens, see ingredients in capitals. May also contain peanuts and tree nuts. So I'm allergic to both nuts. So yeah, not good for me at all. And in capitals, it does say soya and milk. Separate, it's actual milk. So not like soya milk, actual milk. And soya in there as well. So, not only can I not have it, but the vegan friendly box won't let the vegans have it either. So, it's not that hard, guys. Witch Casket managed to give out chocolate at Halloween and it was completely vegan friendly. It's easy enough to do. So, I thought this was over. No, gets worse, guys. Because we got a candle. Oh, and guess what? It's a beeswax candle. A pink one. Don't get me wrong, it's lovely. It's a great little candle. I like a beeswax candle. I do. I think stunning. Little pink beeswax candle. So far, everything in here has been great apart from the necklace and the fact that the oil leaked. However, it's beeswax. It's not a vegan friendly box, guys. Come on. Seriously, right. And then we got the big item. There's a big item in here, which is cool. And this is probably the one item that is probably the best thing in this whole box, which is worth getting the box for. And this is it. Look at that, guys. So it's an altar stand. You could use it on your altar. So it's a hare looking at the moon, like this, which is cool. And it's carved out of natural wood. So it's an actual piece of wood. You can also hang it up as well. So if you want to, you can hang it on a hook, which I will probably do, because the thing is that I celebrate Ostara right up until we celebrate the next holiday. So I will leave all this out on my altar until we're about to celebrate, and about a day before we go into the new holiday, I will take all this off and then rebrand my altar with the next holiday. But so yeah, so this, even though it was late and I missed Ostara, technically it's not, because I leave my Ostara stuff out, i.e. For the whole of that point from when it starts to the next holiday starts. And then I'm the same if it's Yule again. I'll leave all my Yule stuff out till the next holiday comes round. Samhain, all those sorts of stuff. So yes, but isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that so nice? So what I'm gonna do is put a little hook above my altar on the wall and just hang this on the wall. And then when it comes to different holidays, I'll just switch them out with different things. So yeah, so I love this. I think this is the best thing in the box, worth getting. So really, really nice. I'm sort of, in a way, guys, glad I did this a second time round, because the first time I was so unbelievably annoyed at this box that I didn't give it the best review, and it was not a good video at all. I was proper angry. Like I've never been that uncomfortable opening a box before, but everything about it just kept annoying me. And I couldn't appreciate the good things in the box, which there is some great things in the box, I can't lie. Okay, so then we've got a scroll, so you get a little scroll, which is not bad at all, really. It's actually quite a nice little scroll. It says the moon gazing hair. Now, this is the sort of thing that I would love to put in my Book of Shadows, because it's the story of how the hare gazing at the moon, the symbol that we use for Ostara, actually happened. So why it is a symbol for Ostara, and why rabbits and hares. It's a great little story. So you know, it's perfect for my Book of Shadows. However, on the back, they put their logo on it. I mean, come on, guys. I don't want to put your logo in my Book of Shadows. Like, my Book of Shadows is not about labeling, and like, I know where it came from. I don't need that. It's so annoying, because it's a great little thing. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's no Witch's Moon, but it's not a bad little Shadows page. You know what I mean? Like, it's aged paper. It's great little aged paper. And then you got this. But I mean, I don't know. I'll either do one of two things. I'll either put it in my Book of Shadows, and then when I do something else, another page, I'll stick something over it. So I could put my Ostara page on this, and then stick the Ostara stuff on there over the top of that, or I could scan this and redo it on another parchment, which could work, you know. But this, you know, it's a good aged little paper. I like this. It would have been a great little scroll had it not been for that. So again, sort of a letdown. So right, guys, so that's everything in the box. Not a bad little box, really. Do apologise, my door was open. So not a bad little box, really. In a way, it's just very annoying that they've done stuff now on here that says different things. Like, they've said it's vegan friendly. It's blatantly not, which is annoying. I mean, it says everything's recyclable. It's not really. I mean, they do use it. They're not lying. They do use recyclable stuff, but the bubble wrapping is not recyclable at all. But that's probably, and I don't think the outer packaging is recyclable. But everything else, by the looks of the thing, is recyclable. So, let's go and have a look inside. Now, this booklet is actually done really nicely. I quite like how they've done this. It's really nice. It's well thought out. It's just a shame the rest of the box wasn't really majorly thought out. So, we got the wooden carved moon gazing hair. This can be used on your altar or to hang on your wall. It features a moon gazing hair carved into a piece of natural wood. This is stunning. I love this. This was worth getting the box for. And if they put stuff in like that all the time, I'll be very happy. So I'm gonna, like I said, I always on my channel always do it twice, because this is a bi-monthly. This is a subscription monthly box, so it does carry over. So if you don't want it, you have to stop it. So it's £28 to the UK. Honestly, don't know how much it is even if I don't even know if they ship to any other country, but I think they definitely do to America, because I've seen someone in America unbox this, so they definitely ship to America, I know. Okay, so the next thing is exclusive black cord Ostara necklace. Okay, which was this. It's a black waxed cord necklace. Features a Tibetan silver rabbit with an egg and a pentagram. Now, yeah, it does. I mean, I don't know if it's silver. I mean, surely it can't be silver. I mean, the rabbit might be. The pentacle definitely isn't. It just looks a bit shoddy made. Like, it's just tacky. I definitely wouldn't wear this. Because, I mean, if it was just on... I mean, I might take the charms off and put it on another necklace. Or maybe use the charms to put on a spell bottle, or... I don't know. But the cord is just not long enough for my big old fat neck. So, yeah. Start thinking, guys, about the fact that not only girls open these boxes, yeah? Okay. Exclusive Mei Chang essential oil. So this was leaking when I first came in. This is why I freaked out when it happened, guys, because it says on here, pure essential oil for adding to your bath or altar bowl or using in spells. Mei Chang is connected with rebirth and rejuvenation, so it is ideal for the use in Ostara rituals. He said, and then this is what got me: do not use undiluted or internally. So when I heard don't use it undiluted, this stuff was all over my fingers. Like when I got it out, it was just everywhere. It was it just covered my fingers. It was sticky. It was just awful. And so in my head, I started to panic. Because I'm like, you just told me to dilute it before I use it, and it's all over my hands. So thankfully, I went online, had a look to see about Mei Chang, and it's perfectly fine, guys. There's nothing wrong with it. If it had soaked into my skin, it wouldn't be too bad, because it's essential oil anyway, and I didn't react to it, so it's fine. But you can actually consume Mei Chang berries, so it's perfectly fine. So yes, we got that. It's just a shame it leaked, but even the best boxes sometimes leak. An exclusive Book of Shadows page, a parchment sheet written and designed by us for you to keep in your Book of Shadows. This month focuses on the mythological association with hares, particularly the moon gazing hare. So, great Book of Shadows sheet. Not bad at all. Just a shame they had to brand the back of it. It would have been perfect. I mean, it like I said, it would be no witch's moon, because those artworks are stunning. And I get jealous every time I see someone open them. But it would have been not bad. I would put it in my Book of Shadows. However, it's that branding on the back just annoyed me. Okay, then we got exclusive Breaking the Ties bind spell kit, which is cool but very weird. I've never seen a candle like that before in my life. Our spell kits are written by our resident English witch. Now, I think this is from Wales, that's why, because that threw me a little bit, because I got a bit like, this wasn't an American box. So, but then, obviously, some Americans don't know this, and it really, it really makes me laugh, because I see this a lot on TikTok, that Americans don't know that Britain is made up of like 4 countries. So we've got Scotland, Ireland, or Northern Ireland, and Wales and England. So we've got 4 countries that make up Great Britain. So when I saw English, I'm assuming because it's a Welsh box, it's an English person, so it's a British person. Sorry, not a British person, an English person. So I'm English because I was born in England. But if you're born in Wales, you're Welsh, which is a different country. okay? Even though we are connected, it's a different country. Okay, it's like Europe. Europe, it's made up of many countries. You know, like Africa is made up of many countries. So yeah, so that's what it's like. So that's where I got confused, but then I remembered I think this is from Wales. So it's by an English which contains everything you need to work the spell. This spell will help you to break away from negative people or situations, which is cool, but I don't know how on earth I'm going to burn that candle. I've got nothing that will fit that candle. Nothing. So I don't know how that will work. Okay. Then we got exclusive raspberry and black pepper soap, which is this. So it's raspberry and black pepper. Enjoy the uplifting scent in your ritual bath or shower. So weird. Raspberries, I love raspberry. But the black pepper thing, don't know how that's going to be. But who knows? We'll see. Okay, then we got our crystal, which is red Dalmatian Jasper. Excuse me, guys. So it's red Dalmatian Jasper. Makes sense, really, because it looks like Dalmatian. Dalmatian Jasper is grounding and balancing stone that can also encourage truth and playfulness, presented in a gift bag. So yeah, a little stone to add to my collection. Just so you know, guys, as well, while we're on the subjects of stones, is I have found an app on iTunes, or the App Store, that is all about stones. So I think I can't remember what it's called right now, but it's basically you scan any stone, like any crystal or stone, with your camera, and it will tell you what it is. So if you find one and you don't know what it's called, and there's a box, I've had a few boxes that don't tell you what it is sometimes, you scan it, and I think it does cost, I think it's about, I want to say it's about $5.99 for the year. So it's not a lot of money. It's for the whole year of using. I think it's about $5.99. So it's not bad. You should take a look. And we got our next thing, which is exclusive Ostara card, which is actually quite nice. It's actually a pretty card, really. Great for your altar. I will be putting it on my altar. Okay, then we got the Scribe ritual incense sticks, scented with nag champa. Box of 12 incense sticks, so it's 12, not 15. Now this is the first time, guys, I honestly have had a booklet that's told you what the smell is, what the ingredients are, so what one it is. They never tell you on any of the boxes what the incense is. You have to look on the incense box itself. But this actually says it's nag champa, so props to you guys for doing that. And then we got our pink beeswax candle, which is gorgeous, but it's beeswax. A pink beeswax candle for use in your spells and rituals, useful in spells connected with love, friendship, and healing. Now, I would have probably gone for a candle colour that was maybe more representative of a star. I mean, it's quite a pale pink, I guess, but I would have gone with the pastel green, or, you know, some sort of pastel coloured for Ostara. And then obviously we got the eggs that I can't eat, but I don't know. 3 little eggs. Don't mention it on. They don't mention it on here, so it must be like a free little gift. So yeah, so that is, guys. That is the Witchbox. I can't ever do this on this because for some reason it never ever lets me make it stand up and you can see all the stuff. But yeah, that's the Witchbox. What I thought, it was actually not that bad. A few hiccups. Some major hiccups. If you're going to boast that you are a vegan box, make sure you are a vegan box. if you are going to boast that you use nothing but recyclable material, make sure you use recyclable material. Stop branding everything that's so over the top, because the Book of Shadow sheet was stunning. If it hadn't been for the branding, the necklace there was no need for the necklace. Add more candles. Could have done a selection or a couple of beeswax candles for Ustara, like some, I don't know, some pastel coloured candles, 2, 3 beeswax candles instead of the necklace. The necklace there was just no need. It was tacky. It's not good. Stop putting these things in your boxes, guys, because I'd rather have good quality items rather than a ton of tacky ones. So, if you want people to enjoy your boxes more, then stop putting tacky stuff like that in them, because it's not good. Not good at all. So other than the necklace, really, and the fact that the beeswax candles are not vegan, the box is pretty good. It's not bad at all. So I'm willing to give them another go. I've ordered, like I said, it's already gone over to my next one. So I will be getting this again next month. So it will be probably roughly about the same time when I do the video, guys. So yeah, so tell me what you thought of the box. Did you like it? I mean, my favourite thing in the box blatantly was the altar wooden rabbit hair looking at the moon. That's my favourite bit of the whole box. Worth the box just for that. What did you think? Did you like it? Did you not? Would you get it? Have you got it before? So yeah, so that is the Witchbox. So we'll see what they do next month. So yeah, so that is all of my unboxings this month. There's been a few. Probably this is the most I've ever had before. So in 1 month. So what I'm going to do is, like I said, guys, I've got a couple of videos coming your way before the end of the month. I've got to try and squeeze them in as quickly as I can. I've still got my series one, the series that I'm doing about beginner witches. Sorry that's late. It was meant to go up on Sunday. However, on Saturday and Sunday, I was doing a sponsored walk for Macmillan nurses. I was raising money for cancer support. So I did a massive 2-day walk to raise money for that. So I was so tired and my feet were hurting, and I just didn't get around to doing my video on Sunday. It is coming, I promise you, before the end of the month. And then obviously I've got my Q&A video coming your way as well. And I've also got an Astara video as well that I've done all about what I did on Astara. So I obviously on one of the day of Astara, I actually was on this sponsored walk, but I also did something else to prep myself for Astara. Just a little fun thing that I did, a little making video. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. So don't forget, if you do have any questions for me, it's coming up very soon. Hashtag Q&A, put the question after, and then I will answer them in my video. But get them in soon, guys, as soon as possible, because I will be doing all the questions very, very soon, because we're coming up to the end of the month. So thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. If you like what you see and you want to see more, press that subscribe button. And if you never want to miss out on what you're going to see, press that little bell notification. And again, if you've got anything you want me to know or anything you'd like to ask me, put it down in the little comments box and I'll get round to you as quickly as I can. But thank you very much for watching. Do hope you enjoy. For all my subscribers, by the way, fantastic. Thank you very much to all my subscribers. I've gone way over now 300 subscribers. I never thought I would get 50, let alone over 300. So thank you so much. And they keep coming every day. I'm so grateful, guys. Thank you very much. Have a great day. And remember, guys, you be you and blessed be.